All right, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most, man. Okay, so they had this big old party in Jamaica called Mocha Fest. And Mocha Fest is an annual event that is attended by thousands of people, usually. This year, Mocha Fest was staged during the pandemic here, during curfew restrictions, guidance, and lockdowns and protocols in Jamaica. It was stationed at Rick's Cafe. Rick's Cafe is a very popular spot. I will argue, not argue, but numbers show that it's the most successful restaurant and bar enterprise on the island of Jamaica. Rick's Cafe, if you don't know it, it's a beautiful scene. It's somewhere where when the sun is rising or setting, it's a place to be, especially partying into the evening with the sunset, the live reggae music in the background. I mean, a lot of people actually go to Jamaica with Rick's Cafe on their list of things to do, at the top of their list of things to do. And that is the millions of tourists that tune into Jamaica, go to Jamaica on an annual basis. Anyhow, this morning, Jamaica Observer actually printed a whole story about Rick's Cafe, its history, why it's so famous, their prices, everything about it. Lauding Rick's Cafe, and that's funny because just a day ago, Rick's Cafe was ordered closed. So I'm guessing they're doing some damage control on the back end while this is going on. At this point, I would say that Rick's Cafe has been open and been successful for a long time. It is not unusual for Rick's Cafe to serve hundreds of people in one day. All right, folks, so every once in a while you find a cooking tutorial channel that really hits the nail on the head. If you're tired of following these channels and the food never comes out like you expect it to come out because it's not authentic, then switch over to this authentic Jamaican channel that will cook the food and have you cooking the food in your own house like a real pro. I'm talking about Eat Good TV. All right, just go over to Eat Good TV, hit that subscribe button, tell them SouFLoTV sent you, and look at one of those meals and make your family and yourself happy today. A good chef like the one that's here on Eat Good TV. So if you have a business that's serving hundreds in a day, especially with their price menu, not that it's that much expensive, but it's, if you put it in US dollars, they're getting some good serious money over at Rick's Cafe. So them being out for a week is not necessarily going to kill them. Now, under the Disaster Risk Management Act, or the DRMA, the minister had said that there are 10 levels or 10 tiers of fixed penalties, which range from $3,000 all the way up to $500,000 for offenses at the 10th level. And there are 40 offenses that are specified in the DRMA that you could be fined under during this whole pandemic thing. How does one's mind keep up with so many rules and 40 things that you could be fined for? I don't know. I just basically go by all the rules that they put out, like cover your face with a mask, do social distance in areas where it's required, and don't be out after certain hours. They have the curfew and all that. At the same time, though, we can't help but to see the discrepancy. Like, the local Jamaican economy is suffering financially. It's broken, and it's breaking even more in a broken state already. People who depend on a little money to come in, they're getting nothing in, and the bills continue to pile up. They are being locked in the house under curfews. And while they are being locked in the house under curfews and they're being told you can't go here, you can't go there, you must be here at this time, they are witnessing also people fly into the country in the hundreds to party with almost no clothes on. Drinks in the air, loud music, smoke in the air. Everybody is having good food and drinks and fun. But the citizens are locked in. Can't open their businesses at full hours. Can't run their businesses. This is where SouFLoTV had stepped in. And we said that the Disaster Risk Management Act was amended. So why not the government just go ahead and use your law enforcement officials, police and soldiers alike, to enforce these laws and rules and let regular people, law-abiding tax-paying citizens, go about their business, adhering to the rules like they normally do, and continue to run their businesses. For the most part, most Jamaicans are angry about being locked in the house all the time, with this curfew thing being so extended. And for the most part, small business owners in Jamaica are not happy at the moment. Entrepreneurs are not happy at the moment because of the way how this is going. So Rick's Cafe has been ordered closed after hosting Mocha Fest. And the details of Rick's Cafe ordered closed is, matter of fact, Edmund Bartlett, which is the Minister of tourism in Jamaica, has actually spoken out against this, right? So in a sense, if you look at this, what this says to the world, the broader eye, is that Rick's Cafe is detrimental to Jamaica tourism industry at this point. They have breached. And once they have breached, they have certifications that will be revoked. You know, they set up that whole corridor stuff because all of the tourism areas, the hotels, the restaurants, all these places in the corridor actually went through certification, training, and have been observed to be places who adhere strictly to these protocols. That way people can still visit the island, still have their vacation. Now, these hotel environments, people working in them, some people have a very shady outlook at what goes on in these places. You know, it's some people look at it like, man, it's slave labor. Like, you got to be there serving people, and it's a job at the end of the day. And a lot of people do it with pride because it makes their country look good and all this other stuff to visitors and make them want to come back again. But a majority of those people, they can tell you that they don't earn a significant amount of money, enough to cover all their bills and live a decent middle class lifestyle, right? So it's hard work and it pays not so great, but they do it. Now, with the tourism industry shut down, of course, a lot of Jamaicans, local Jamaicans, would be affected because there are a lot of them that depend on this income to take care of their families. But at the same time, with the country being on lockdown and the normal citizens not allowed to go out, run their own businesses, it is like a slap in the face to the Jamaican people. So it's said, Edmund Bartlett said he wants to make it clear that the Ministry of Tourism will not tolerate any breaches whatsoever to the protocols, and that they have established to facilitate the safe operation of the sector. This is the whole protocol thing that I'm talking about, right? All right. Rick's Cafe. Today, the TPDCO withdrew Rick's Cafe's COVID-19 compliance certification with immediate effect. Rick's Cafe is located in the corridor. If your certification is withdrawn by the TCPD or the TPDCO, then you are not operational. So based on that, Rick's Cafe has been ordered closed. People are saying, how long? Did they do away with this wonderful place? No, it's closed for it was ordered closed for 7 days. Ordered closed for 7 days. Rick's Cafe has admitted that they have breached the protocols. So I guess they're willing to pay their fines. But I tell you what, $500,000 fined to Rick's Cafe, that's a laughable amount of money for a penalty for them. It's like someone saying, hey, SouFLo, you want to do this crime? The crime is going to make you $100 million. But the government's going to fine you $20 million. I'm paying that $20 million fine. And then you do the crime and it's $100 million. I still walk away with $80 million. I'm just saying, they made enough money in that one day at Mocha Fest to be able to pay off that $500,000 and have a whole lot left to spare. So it won't be a big issue. Rick's Cafe will probably be open soon again. I can almost bet my money on it. All right. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the whole DRMA, the whole curfew situation in Jamaica. Do you agree that they should really free up the place and let the Jamaican people, the locals, get back to business, and then leave it in the hands of law enforcement officials who patrol the place to decide, hey, you're not adhering to protocol, you can be arrested under the DRMA and fined, and then just do that. Enforce the laws and do away with this whole curfew thing. Leave your comments in the comment section below and check it out. That stuff that Andrew Holness was talking about, there's a discrepancy and there are two laws and who can... Andrew is a Jamaican and he knows exactly how Jamaica works. He knows very well about the classism in Jamaica and he is very aware. So these speeches that he gives, this government must do this and must do that, whatever. Let's leave it right there. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.
There is a particular situation which has come on our radar this morning. One that I have to pay careful attention to because it throws up something that we're always contending with, Mark, in our society. The unequalness of the society, the haves and the have-nots. Why is it that some people are allowed to party and others are not? The unequal nature of the society. And this government has a duty to ensure that the law is equally applied.
Yeah, man.
Both to those who have not and those who have.
Yeah, man.
So read from my statement what you will. Government will have to ensure that it was not complicit in any breach of its own law.
Yeah, man.
And I have asked for a report and my own investigations will be conducted. And the various arms of the state that have a duty to ensure the equal application of the law, I am expecting that they will move in that direction to ensure that if there is any breach, that the full application of the law will be guaranteed.
My SouFLoTV audience, it's time to do another commercial again. This one is for my New York City people. And I'm talking about all 5 boroughs. Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Long and Staten Island. I'm talking to you. Are you tired of your floors, your wooden floors looking all torn up, looking all dull and faded? Do you want that glamorous shine? Well, you need to call Mr. G. Now, Mr. G is located in Queens, New York. So if you're in Queens, New York, you're closer to him. But Mr. G also said that no job is too near or too far. No job is too big or too small. Okay, so he can handle the distance. He will travel to you. Garfield Scarlett is the CEO of this company, and his cell phone number and his office number are listed right here. Or let me just say them out loud for you. 718-525-2640. 508-596-0867. His cell phone number is 508-596-0867. And his office number is 718-525-2640. Or you can reach him at Garfield_Scarlett@yahoo.com. This brother has over 15 years in experience in installation, in sanding, in staining, in ratcheting, in finishing. He does it all when it comes to your floors. And get this, he has a free estimates available. So call Mr. G right now and get your floors right now. And tell him SouFLoTV sent you. Back to our scheduled program.